crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. This show is created and meant for entertainment purposes only. So thank you, everybody, for coming on in. And if you like this sexy voice, make sure to thank Chunt. Guys, welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. We are your humble host today. So thank you for coming on in if you guys haven't already. And you like the Blockchain Brew and you want to be part of the BrewQ community, smash that golden freaking like button, guys, in that corner of the screen. We also have the subscribe bell. You're ring-a-ding-ding and ring-a-ding-ding. And with that subscribe bell, guys, guess what? We're right there. We're right there on YouTube's corner. They have a bell. And they have one over here for Kick and Rumble. And it's a glorious bell, guys. And if you really want to be part of the BrewQ community, we have a link in the down below to join the Discord. Yes, if you want to join the Discord and help support the channel, it costs $2.99. $2.99. Yes, I said that correctly. Or you can set us up on the action. We'll get you for free because we just like everybody and we're always trying to grow. So, guys, if you haven't already noticed, I still have my Dos Agua from yesterday. I actually didn't get my brew, so we don't waste anything in the house. So we will be slamming this down. Also, if you didn't notice in the background, you see this glorious painting? I found this in the garbage, guys. What do you think about this? I was thinking about hanging it up on my wall, representing the family tree of life. Now, if you actually zoom in on this, you'll notice some of these right here are numbers. And so it's actually a paint by number canvas that somebody got rid of. Somebody might be out there watching this, but hey, that's my painting. Well, you know what? I have it now, so it's mine. Finders keepers. Also, the tree of life, it never stops growing, guys, and it's never finished. So I was like, you know what? I might be able to keep it original and add my own expertise of color fabric to it. Also, I've never tried mushrooms, but I feel like this would look really awesome with a little bit of mushrooms, maybe a little cannabis thrown in there on the canvas, you know, just because whatever, man. But it does look pretty nice. Who do we got in here? I see comments rolling on in. We have Mr. Mike Vollmer. Hey, Mike. I don't know if you're still here or not. Thanks for coming on in. I mean, the first one to like the channel, guys. We love Mike. He's a fantastic model. He's been around a long time. We also got DZ. Welcome in, DZ. THQ. Mr. Roberts. How's it going, Mr. Sir? How's it going, brother? Does anyone have 5K to pump up THQ with me? We can easily pump up the ass and catch some attention, and then get the FOMO will follow. GME. Bring it. Daily says, love God, love family, love crypto, life is good. Yo, T-Square says, you're a guardian. What's the wildest you found in the dumpster, dude? We found some pretty gnarly stuff. I don't know. I think one of the time when I was at the dump and I got out, guys, kids, plug your ears, but there's this nastiest sex toy I've ever seen rolled out in my dump truck. And I was like, I can't tell if that's a giant turd or if that's a sex toy. So it is due to my curiosity of always being intriguing, I had to go over there and take a look, and that's what I found. Although at the dump, I've seen some other guy over there. He found 2 of those what's the piano-looking things that you pull together? You know what I'm talking about? They have like those buttons on there. What's those called, Trent?
An accordion.
Yeah, he found 2 accordions in cases. So, you know, you can find all sorts of crazy stuff. I think I found $300 one time, $350 in someone's pants pocket. I thought that was pretty neat. Pretty good find. Sure. LMA, I know you kept that toy and still have it. I have a picture. There was a picture floating around my phone. Me and my buddy were cracking up about it. We had this, you know, it's funny. We had this truck burn down. Well, I guess it's not really funny, right? The truck burned down. But they had to like dump the load while it was on fire, and they dumped it, and it was just full of Japanese battery sex toy magazine crap all over the church parking lots where we had to dump it because we just had to get rid of the load. And we're like, find the most open area. Sometimes you don't think that you'll have to come across as a garbage man, but you do. You know, we see everybody's dirty business, guys. That's why we're the most secure job in the world. Everybody's got garbage since the dawn of time, you know. But yeah, that's why you have to be 21 to be driving a dump truck. Trent, do you have a beer today? Oh, guys, just so you know, I may not be talking as much. Remember I told you guys I had a dentist appointment yesterday and I was taking today off? I did. I took today off. I went there, I took a no pay, and I went to the dentist, and they're like, bro, I think I got a cavity right here. And they're like, bro, you didn't have a cavity. Freaking half your tooth's gone. So it turns out like I chipped part of my tooth. They're like, well, how the hell does that happen? They're like, well, you can grind in your sleep. You can eat ice cubes. Sesame seeds will do it, and plaque. And so you go choose your one of the 4, and all those combined will maybe do it. I was like, oh, thanks, doc.
Did you say plaque?
Yeah, they said plaque, not sesame seeds, but sunflower seeds, grinding your teeth, all sorts of different ways can destroy your teeth. And yeah, I just lost a chunk of my tooth, and I was like, yeah, doc, it's a little tender right here. Like, yeah, I can see your nerve sticking out the side. I'm like, that would do it. That would do it. So there you go, man. Have you ever come across a body? They have watchers at the dump for bodies that we dump all the time. My cousin threw a body out. It was a homeless guy, and he climbed out. He's so lucky. He was going to pack the dude, and the packer obviously didn't know he was there, right? But he decided not to do it at that time and do it when he gets to his next stop and run the packer back. And between then and going on the freeway, he's on the freeway and sees a guy come out of his truck. He's like on the ladder, kind of like trying to wave him down on the freeway. He's like, "Oh, Nikes! There's a dude in my rear view mirror trying to get out and not get squished." No, it happens all the time, unfortunately.
Wait, he was a financial advisor. So like every time that we joke about not being a financial advisor, DZ really was a financial advisor. That's wild.
Good for you, DZ. Have you ever come across a body? I've not personally, but I've known people have done it. I've also known people have squished bodies too, you know. You'll find all sorts of things. Somebody once found 30 grand in the middle of the road. Like some old lady deposited 30 grand, and they actually returned it to her, and she stuck it on top of a car in the duffel bag and drove off, and it was in the middle of the street.
Oh no.
Yeah, when he returned it, they gave him $2 grand. So
yeah.
That's not nice. That's a nice finder's fee. Yeah, I was licensed financial advisor for 4 years before COVID. Do you ever want to go back to it? DZ, you should come on the show.
I would really should.
That'd be fun to talk to you. You could use like a voiceover or an AI thing or whatever you really want to do, you know. It would be kind of fun to have you just talk, scratch your back. Yeah. My brother-in-law, I want him to come on the show. He's my mother-in-law's son, who's Swahili, and he works for Morgan Stanley. And I was like, dude, you should come on the show and let's talk about crypto. He's not pro crypto, but you know, all the bankers are. He's like, no, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I get distracted about trying not to talk. I talk too much.
Yeah.
Trent, what do you got? Oh, so they fixed my tooth, but it's just a little tender.
I've got another sleepier machines. Triple dry hop, hazy double IPA, coming in at 8.5% on the dot from North Park Beer Company in sunny San Diego, California. Hopped with Citra, Moteca, Nelson Sauvin, and Galaxy.
Don't you love that Galaxy?
Here's the pour. as opposed to the rich. You know, at $90,000 per Bitcoin, some people are feeling rich right now.
People who are buying gold and silver felt that way.
It's not most of us, but but honestly, I do feel rich. You know, I have the free gift of eternal life through faith in Jesus. I have his I have the Eucharist every time that I partake of the bread and the wine. It's, you know, we participate in Christ, and we receive his grace, and how could we not feel rich?
What's the most wildest thing, Trent, you've ever taken for communion? You're like, this is the juice. You're like, okay, well, this is what we got to work with. This is the bread. Okay, we can do tic-tac-toe bread.
I don't know about that. I know a lot of people, like during COVID, like a lot of online churches. I wasn't really with all that, but a lot of online churches were like, you know, just use what you have in your kitchen, you know. And I get it, but probably the wildest thing to me is like and it's not wild, it's just common practice, but the little 2-in-1 things where you peel the top layer back and you have like a little wafer there, and then you peel the foil back and you have it's like prepackaged, and I'm just like, you know, it doesn't feel like we make it a sacred thing in most evangelical churches today. You know, through church history, where's Muffhead? He would say that this is why I need to be Eastern Orthodox.
By the way, stopped watching.
Well, he would say, like, he would like what I'm saying right now, but he would say that it's a reason I need to be Eastern Orthodox. But yeah, anyways, guys, another reason that I feel rich, you know, we have health, family, like a glass full of beer.
I mean, that's one thing they say, Trent, too. Like, you don't have money problems until you have health problems. Then once you have health problems, that's all the problems you have.
Hey, that's really true. If that's not one of the truest things I heard all day, like, that's some real stuff right there.
You want to know another thing I made, Trent, that Muffet said that is genius, and you should put that in online or put in the Discord, because I came up with it.
Wait, what's Clamato Caesars, Mr. Roberts? Mr. Roberts. Roberts. Clamato, like the tomato beer? I hate that stuff. You're not going to get shunned, but I just, you know. Like,
is that like V8? With a little bit of whiskey?
It's like the Mexican tomato beer. Like
I don't know what that is.
The tomato juice in the beer, like in the...
Like a Bloody Mary?
Kind of.
It's a Canadian version of
Bloody Mary. Yeah.
I've never tried a Bloody Mary, so I couldn't tell you either or.
I just that is not my cup of tea, no pun intended. But you know, the cool thing about the Brew Crew is, like, you know, whatever drink you like to drink, it's all about you know, taking a load off and having a good time together, you know, and enjoying life. And so if a Clamato helps you enjoy your evening, if a Clamato helps you enjoy your fine evening tonight, Mr. Roberts, then
enjoy it.
Then heck yeah, but you know, I won't enjoy one.
Oh man, my tooth is freaking fine today, bro. It hurts like a mofo. Bloody Marys are fine during brunch. I've never had one though. I was halfway tempted to get a mimosa today when we a couple of the guys got off of work and we're like, let's go. Oh, so Trent, what I was gonna say. So Muffin said, he started laughing, said this is one of the true statements he's also heard. And some people like to give advice, you know, and you're like, hey, you're my elder. You give me good advice. And you sit there and you're looking at him. You're kind of like not judging him, but you're kind of like, why don't you do better in life? And then one day it hit me. Stupid people or dumb people grow old too. And it's the truest fact. I was like, dude, what are you saying to me? Like, that's the most ridiculous advice I've ever heard from an old person. And then I was like, you shouldn't always take advice from old people, because sometimes old people never did learn, and now they don't want to change their ways.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll get into the charts here in a second. I'm going to pull up.
In a second, we mean like a half hour.
No, we definitely do not mean that. Please do not swipe away.
Okay, we for sure not doing Dash tonight. You know, I went into the Discord chat and I said that there was a short squeeze coming on into Bitcoin, and we did squeeze on that 5-minute time frame.
Yeah.
Head and shoulder pattern. Do. Daniel, isn't Dash supposed to have a dollar sign like after it, as if it's like a ticker, or you're talking about crypto? Because I'm pretty sure there's a Dash stock too.
My cat's name is Dash.
The cat's name is Dash.
Jesus loves you too, Daniel Kaufman. So let's see.
And so is the Dash CEOs. They love you too.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody pro Dash. I'm gonna try to get you free Dash merch, Daniel. I'm gonna reach out to them, and I'll post the message I sent them tomorrow in the Discord so you can see it.
Actually, hey, take a screenshot of his messages right here on the side, and then we should look at we should go to the official X account for Dash and be like, we'll tweet it and we'll be like, hey, y'all got to give our boy Daniel Kaufman some free Dash merch.
Oh, for some free Dash tokens.
Yeah.
Please give him Dash. Please. He needs more. Just so I never have to look at Dash again. Give him so much Dash, I never have to look it up.
Give him so much Dash, he retires, like, in the Bahamas.
I just followed Dash on Twitter just for you, Daniel.
Daniel, you're holding Dash till 200. There's no point on looking every day if you're a long-term holder. Just go to CoinMarketCap.
Set a sell order at 200.
Okay. Did you look at Crypto in America newsletter yesterday or no?
I did not know.
Okay, cool.
I was busy in the middle of the woods, Trent, having no service.
No, I mean on the stream, yeah. So I just wanted to know so I don't duplicate it if you did. I'm just going to go over some headlines. So while the banking committee is in a holding pattern on its markup, Senate AG is expected to release its latest market structure today. That was yesterday. Plus, Carlos Domingo breaks down all things tokenization and a roundup of this week's biggest stories. So,
DZ says, did you guys hear Caroline Ellison is out of jail? Did you also see she's on Tinder now too?
Yeah. A few weeks ago, we were putting her picture up on the stream, and we were like, yeah, Caroline's gonna get out of jail in a couple weeks. So,
Sam isn't though. She has a long distance relationship now.
Well, Daniel Kaufman, if Caroline Ellison is looking for a boyfriend, are you the guy or are you not the guy? That's my question.
No, he's the guy for Julie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Daniel, did G Square tell you that we found you a girlfriend?
Yeah. Oh, DZ, she's not single. She's what's that called when you're like when you have multiple relationships, you're open. Don't you remember she had like multiple relationships with everybody at FTX?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Let's see, Julie Kennis.
Yes, that's her name. Go find her on Facebook.
Let me share this screen instead. So Daniel Kaufman, we found you a girlfriend on the stream last Friday. This is her. So go find her out there in the interwebs and send her a message. Tell her you're from the Brew Crew and that you were the boyfriend that we promised to her. So,
Don't forget to subscribe to her OF.
Really though, we had a whole conversation about it. You weren't there Friday, and she can't wait to meet you. Daniel, are you available? Not for me, not for T Square, but let's say if it was for our friend Julie here, or anyone. Yeah, Julie says she'll pump dash for you. Bro. All right, anyways, back to in his Davos speech. We all saw this, I think, but in his Davos speech Wednesday morning, President Trump gave a nod to the market structure progress, saying Congress is working very hard on the crypto market structure legislation, which I hope to sign very soon, unlocking new pathways for Americans to reach financial freedom. And then we have our midweek recap. So here are some of the biggest stories through Wednesday. New York Stock Exchange is developing a new 24/7 trading venue to trade and settle tokenized stocks on chain. CFTC Chairman Mike Selig launched the Future Proof Initiative to modernize rules for crypto and prediction markets and prevent regulation by enforcement. Bitcoin and the broader crypto market are in the red this week, alongside the S&P and NASDAQ, which both wiped out their gains for the year on Tuesday amid geopolitical jitters. Gold notched another all-time high, above 4,800 as a safe haven demand surged, while silver topped 95 for the first time. I saw it hit 97 today, too.
Yeah, silver's and gold's at $94,952.
Dang. President Trump's family has added roughly $1.4 billion in wealth from crypto since he took office last year, according to a Bloomberg report. I do not I have to be consistent, right?
Oh, that also trend, that's not necessarily real either.
That's true. I
don't think there's any factual facts behind that at all. I think that was actually a number pulled.
Well, it's according to a Bloomberg report, so I just clicked the link that it has. But
that's just a report, though. Like, where are they pulling their data? Like, where do they keep their wallets? You know what I mean?
Right. But I will say though that in any market, everyone cannot win and lose at the same time, right? And so, like, a lot of retail got hurt this last year, which is, at the end of the day, their own responsibility. I get it. But if Trump's family just, raked in the billions from crypto, while kind of like almost promising, the biggest hugest bull run ever, that didn't happen. I don't know. Like something leaves a bad taste about that to me. But I will say, I do still think that that the delayed business cycle, the 5-year business cycle, so to speak, the business cycle expanding from 4 years to 5 years, and the liquidity and quantitative easing and rate cuts and everything else, being pushed into this year. I do think, along with the Fed chair changing and all that. Huh?
Yeah, send us the video, Deezy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. If anyone wants to buy silver, I have 10-ounce bars, spot price, no premium. Dang. Let me send you guys a video on the Discord I found about Trump's family crypto. Yeah, heck yeah. So, I don't know, guys. I do think that the liquidity has shifted to this year, I believe, along with the market structure bill, the Genius Act actually coming into effect. I mean, granted, I think it actually says 2027 for that to come into full effect, but we're going to have the passage of everything that's on the table, market structure bill, as well as potentially the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve is still going to happen at some point. I believe that the cycle is extending. I believe that that we're moving into a phase where we have cycles within cycles. So I'm not saying that Trump is not going to have a bullish effect on the market. I'm just saying a lot of people feel rug pulled, right? But there you go. Caroline Ellison, the former girlfriend and colleague of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, is set to be released from federal custody today. She remains barred from executive roles at public companies and crypto exchanges for 10 years. President Trump signed an executive order to restrict large institutional investors from buying single-family homes. So,
Wait, Caroline Ellison can't buy a single-family home? Is that what we just heard?
No. Trump barred large institutional investors.
That's bullish, though, Trent.
Yeah. It is. It's very bullish. But anyway, so I'll come over here and hop into some charts. Share this tab instead. I will cover Dash for you, Daniel. I just have to cover Bitcoin first. Bitcoin's king. So.
Trent, do you think silver's gonna break $100 during the show? We're at $98.71.
99.71.
98.71.
I don't know. 2% move. I mean, yeah. So here we are for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, and we do have a buy signal. I was watching the 1-hour chart yesterday. And man, like the volatility.
I was watching that too on the 1 hour. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Like, here's what was kind of going on Luxalgo yesterday on the 1-hour chart. The thing is, with these big swing up and swing down, like actually, you can see it back here. We had buy signal, sell signal, buy signal, sell signal, buy signal. Like they all came in within like 6 hours of each other. And like the buy and sell signals were flipping on and off and in real time. And the trend catcher was turning from green to red, back to green, back to red, back to green. I was like,
what is going on?
I was like, this chart, I have to turn this off. It's giving me anxiety. But, so
I know. I was like, props to Trent, guys. He might tell you, but he crushed that trade on that giant wick down. That candle, that's where he closed it on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, that was the best one to close it on too.
Yeah. So right now on the 4-hour, thing is that we are above a buy signal on Luxalgo. Okay, take profit is up here at $93,000, but we are still below a red trend catcher. We're below a red trend catcher. We're below a line of resistance, and stochastic RSI is up here. It's way overbought on the 4-hour. And so if this is going to pump, what the Stokes have to do is they have to come down, not come all the way down, and then rip again. And when it rips, the price actually has to match, really match the rip, right? So, watch the Stokes on the 4-hour.
Jolenberg!
Because that's going to tell the tale. I mean, the thing is the Stokes on the 4-hour are competing with the Stokes on the daily. Because just like I said right now that the Stokes on the 4-hour could, peak down into neutral territory and then rip back into overbought. Well, the Stokes on the daily are oversold. They've now crossed bullish, and that does not mean that we are like heading back to 100K. The Stokes could on the daily kind of pump up into neutral and then dump back down into oversold territory, right? So it's kind of a battle right now between the Stokes on the daily and the Stokes on the 4-hour. I like to enter trades. By the way, if I have not said this in the past, this clearly, then I want to say it clearly now. I like to enter trades when the 4-hour Stokes and the daily Stokes agree, right? If they are both overbought, then I like to short. If they are both oversold, then I that is an attractive, that becomes an attractive long position for me. Right here, the 4-hour Stokes are way overbought and the daily Stokes are oversold. So that makes me want to do nothing right now, just being honest. So that's how I feel about that. And because Bitcoin makes me want to do nothing, I really don't want to do anything about altcoins, right? Because if I'm wrong about one of those bad boys on the direction, like the consequences are, probably more severe because the pump or the dump is going to be bigger. So, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Now I will say on the daily, even though the Stokes are oversold, the hyperwave down here on Lex Algo is not in oversold territory. It's up here at 30, and it can still drop another 10 points until it gets to 20. And then under 20 is the oversold territory. So
real meta, just be careful. Real meta.
No, let me see. What do you say? Oh, hey, what's up, Crypto Queen? Thanks for being in here. He said,
I'm over here dying.
Real Meta Crypto, that is T Square's wife.
Oh, yeah.
I would put him in timeout if I were you.
I don't know if he deserves that, but it was funny. Cracking me up, man. I was over here tearing my eye when Daily's like, "Yep, creepy." I'm gonna be honest. If Trump talks more about war and precious metals going to go even higher, 100-ounce silver and 5K gold is cheap, dude. 100%. I'm a 100% agreement with you, DZ. Nothing but I think silver's on its way up.
DZ says, "Not let him play out. It's a compliment." Yeah. Well,
guys, if we can get subscribers 693 and 692, and here Trent will slam the rest of his beer just for it to celebrate your two gents for joining the brew crew.
I'm already halfway there. But yeah, Bitcoin on the daily, the thing is, I'm still looking at these two lines of support and resistance right here on the daily. This one right here. I better not move them because they lined up with anyways, I can move this one because it's on a line. Yeah, I think this one underneath here was I think that is lining up with the weekly line or something. Anyways, but whenever I draw these white lines, they're for a reason. It's because I took a line either from the chart that I'm on or from some other time frame. And then that way, when I go back through the time frames, all of my most important lines are there in white. So, this one is interesting because these lines are so tight. Like the the sort of like megaphone channel right there that's going on is so tight. And I still see something like this happening. You know, a rejection from the top of the line. You know, a retest and rejection of the top line, and then coming back down to the bottom line and potentially breaking under that. Once you break under that, you know, this line right here, right? This one right here that I'm moving around is, you know, it's pointing all the way down here eventually towards 75, and the price can sort of, you know, break under and then just bounce, 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 bounce until it makes its way down to 75. You know, or knowing crypto, it can just freaking send it there.
You know what's interesting,
like a 10-minute candle.
Did you know Bitcoin dominance right now on the daily time frame? It's breaking above the 200.
Hey.
Is that bullish or bearish, Trent?
Well, that could be bearish. Like that could mean that we get a big dump coming, and Bitcoin simply dumps less than the altcoins. You know, so I don't know.
What is Dash? Dash is a privacy coin, Mr. Roberts, and it's Daniel's bread and butter.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a girlfriend. He just needs to have Dash with him.
Now, here's what I put in the title today. Okay, here's what kind of let me turn my drawings off.
BTC to 60K. I think it's likely. Hey, it's not that bad, man. It's only like a 20% drop from where it's currently at.
Here's what we really need to pay attention to on the monthly chart is this hammer, this reverse hammer candle that we see right here. Like, that does not look good at all. This long upper wick on the monthly right there, it's telling you that next candle is probably going to be red. So
that's a lot of green, Trent.
Yeah, I mean, well, from, you know, the buy signal was back here in February of 2024, and the price never came back down to the bottom of that candle ever again. You know, so hey, what a signal. You know, and this is something too. You know, Stokes are low on the monthly.
How do you feel about putting a trade again live?
I don't today, just because, you know, the 4-hour Stokes and the 1-day Stokes are opposite. They're totally opposite.
But what do you think about this, Trent? Because this is what I was thinking of. So let me give you some of my overview on Bitcoin, because I'm a little bit different than your perspective on it. So 15-minute, you know, we have like almost Bart Simpson-y like pattern. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't care about the 15-minute. But what I see in the one, oh shoot, I'm not on the time frame. I'm on the right screen, but the wrong screen. The money flow. I like the money flow, how it's got this nice rounded curvature to it. The money flow is entering, open doors to the upside. Stokes are good, strength's good. I like this strong candle is breaking out on the smaller time frames on the 1 hour. I like how this candle is like leading. Now I go into the 4 hour, and the 4 hour we have the momentum coming in still. VWAP looks good, Stokes and strength look good. We are coming to the 21, but I like this 200 price target, kind of in this little area of resistance. And now we're going to 6 hour. 6 hour looks good, momentum coming in, money flow still doing its thing. The 2 hour is still looking pretty good. 12 hour, we got the first green dot on market cipher, possibly looking good too. We also, not only that, but we have a doji candle, which is a previous trend reversal coming in. So I don't think we're gonna hit break out of this, but I think there is a scalp to possibly 93K coming in between today and tomorrow. Also, the daily is starting to look like a trigger wave starting to come in. The momentum, it gets first little clip, and the VWAP's coming up. Stokes and RSI are looking pretty good. I like this. I do kind of like this zone for a possible entry for a long.
Yeah.
15-minute didn't quite do it for me, but I like how the 1 hour is working. Now, what you could be looking at too, Trent, is, we're clearly are consolidating higher lows coming on in, lower highs, kind of trying to figure out what it wants. What happens when we make this pattern, guys? Do you even know what happens when we do this pattern right here? Is the likelihood of it breaking down is more probable on a 15-minute time on this 15-minute time frame. That's just what I see. But I like the other time windows, though. I feel like the longer time windows are pulling more strength into what we have going. And you can swing into the 5-minute trend. Look at the 5-minute. The 5 minutes telling the 15-minute go pound sand. It's breaking out of that trend that we just drew on the 15-minute, where it's kind of doing this thing. It's starting to break out. I kind of like it, man. I think this is setting up to be a halfway decent trade. The money flow is increasing just on the 5-minute, which is probably going to pull the 15-minute. We have to get above this obvious key level right here, but if we can, I mean, you could be looking at a pretty big increase in price. Look at the 21 too. The 21 has a strong curvature above. We're curving through the 200 right now. We're above the 200 on the 15-minute, which is tend to be more bullish. Also, the 50 is having some curvature coming on into BTC. I mean, is this swaying you at all, or
no? My strategy right now is to short Bitcoin and ETH at good price at good levels, and I'm open to being talked into a long, but not with the 4-hour Stokes so high.
It looks so
because
good.
If I, and then I don't know, I'd hate to see it just kiss the 21 right there, and then
that's what I was afraid of too, but the other time frames are suggesting to me a breakout. I might long this. I might long some BitFi.
I mean,
this is generally a risky trade. You're not wrong on the smaller time frames, but I don't know. I think look at that candle. I mean, that was a good candle close on that 5-minute. Money flow still increasing. It's trying to break out of the zone. Clearly, though, Trent. Clearly, we can't argue that that's not a significant level of resistance. If we could get above it, I think I'm feeling pretty good.
And the idea that
we just broke Trent 90K.
Right. The idea that you try to long at support and short at resistance. I don't want to get into something right now where I'm literally doing the opposite of stuff that I usually try to do. DZ says, Trent, consider next Friday is the last day of the month. We could see a dump next week, so market makers can take profit. So I'm interested in that, DZ. So why couldn't the market makers pump it to take profit? I just don't know why. I think that you are operating at a different on a different plane, on a higher plane than I am, because I don't. I think you see something I don't see. But to me, I just look at that wick on the monthly, that long upper wick, and I'm like, if it finishes that way, I mean, that next candle should be red. That's just the way I'm thinking about it. But market makers dump it last day of the month to take profit. Fill me in on that if you don't mind.
I think I'm a little nervous on this 2-week trend. This just looks sketchy to me. It looks like we can get that break up, what we've talked about a couple of times, like the 103 level. It looks like these candles look like a reversal style candle. I don't like how deep these red ones are, even though we come down to the 50. Okay, Grant, like the 50 is usually your saving grace. It doesn't make me feel comfortable. I did want to swing on over here, guys, off your tensions off the charts real quick. Just to head on over to our ETFs inflows for the day. I mean, Bitcoin barely moved at all, slightly outflows from Fidelity. Ethereum had small inflows coming in of 2.4 million. Grayscale buying, but Bitwise is dumping. So Grayscale actually dump when the times are bad, and Bitwise likes to buy when the times are good. So it's kind of one of those catch-22s. Solana coming in, Bitwise buying 1.7 million. You know, they sold Ethereum, bought Solana with it. And also Franklin Templeton bringing in some more money into XRP. So there you guys go. On the ETF front, biggest gainers and losers. Shocked. Sorry, we just got a message from an individual over there from Bitwise. Shout out to Wally. Wally, if you're watching right now, shout out to you. You should read those comments, Trent.
Yeah.
You have a second.
Jolenberg says Japan didn't raise interest rates. I mean, that is bullish, but honestly, look, did the market just automatically send to new highs when the U.S. did raise interest rates? No.
Trent, silver is one of the top 50 gainers of today in crypto. Silver. Hey, THQ is a top loser.
Dang. Yeah, and then Japan, that was supposed to be a big thing last month, right? Bank of Japan raising interest rates, like that was supposed to be a big thing last month, that it was going to be so bearish, and the price basically did nothing in response to it. So Japan not raising interest rates this month. Yeah, it's bullish, but I mean, how bullish? Is it bullish enough to get us out of the woods here? I don't think so. Mr. Roberts says, "Hey gents, have you been tracking rare earths? I hold U. What's that? Uranium? NB. I also got into the URA ETF. So obviously, just from the way that I'm reading these, I'm sure you can tell that you can gather my ignorance on the topic. I don't know what any of those stand for, but hey, rare earths are politically at the center of a big fight right now between the U.S. and China and Russia. Like, rare earths are the modern day Cold War in the sense.
Or you could say Greenland.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, though. Exactly. Rare earths are an integral part of the modern day Cold War. So, honestly, good on you, Mr. Roberts, for being in the trading game in that market. And then let's see here.
DHQ looks like there might be a pump coming in. DZ, the money flow is increasing. The momentum's above it. We're getting some false signals coming in, but because above the 2150, I think they actually hold some water to those false signals. The 1 hour also is complementing it with the money flow slightly increasing. The momentum coming on in. I don't know how much more we can go. Maybe it only goes to the 21, but it definitely is increasing the 1 hour strength coming in. So looks like good. 4 hour. We do have a third double green dot. Money flow still hasn't convinced me on the 4 hour. Because I don't want to get fooled and get a candle like this where it just shoots up and gives it right back, But the view up is kind of playing around. Stokes RSI are doing okay. What's the 6 hour saying? 6 hours saying, we got another double green dot, but the money flow is just so nasty looking. You're kind of playing a little bit of cat and mouse still. The 12 hour, momentum's just about a curve and flip bullish. Sometimes you get the best trades long and have the most ugliest candle. So, it's kind of one of those things that you just have to be aware of. You could get the best trade and this sucker just full on reverses back up to, 4-3. But it hasn't convinced me yet. I want to be convinced. And usually you can see some strong convincing. Like, this looks pretty good. What you do see though on the 5 minute small time frame is 50, 21, and 200 are all coming together again, a real tight section right there. Usually when that tightness happens is when you start getting volatility to the upside or downside. But we did come up, we checked off the 200 right there. We came back down, rejection off the 200, but we're not breaking below the 21. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe we can get it, The 2 minutes holding above all three of those time frames. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I would be bullish on it short term, and then it'd have to lead into the long term. That's how I'd feel about THQ right now. Crypto will pump when they stop playing games.
Yeah.
They can't stop playing games. They live to play the game.
Yeah, I hear that daily, and that is always the voice of reason. However, when you are in the crypto YouTube game, you are incentivized to trade. You know, it's just how it is. And then also, you know, people probably, I know a lot of people hate hearing this because a lot of people get burnt with it.
Ooh.
And we've all been there. We've been burnt with it. We get it. But leverage can be a tool, right? Like, if you let your stop loss and your take profit do the work, you can't blow up your account, you know? So I don't know, man. Leverage can be a tool, used wisely, used in moderation, you know. But speaking of all of that,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna come over here to X, and guys, we have our promotion with BTCC. Everyone that registers with our link will get $100 in USDT, 100 USDT in trading funds sent to their account the next business day, right? So you don't have to deposit, you don't have to trade, don't have to do anything, no KYC, no VPN, literally log in with your email, click our link, log in with your email, and register. No KYC, and the next business day, you're gonna get 100 USDT to trade with completely for free. And you can go leverage that because it's not your money anyways, and you can't withdraw it. You got to have fun with it. So, you know, go throw 100x levy on that bad boy on THQ or whatever or Dash, whatever tickles your fancy. And watch that thing get liquidated. So there you go. And then, you know, if you do deposit on BTCC, you're going to get over $500 in deposits, then you're going to get 10% deposit bonus. So you deposit $1,000, you're going to get $100. You deposit 10 grand, you're going to get $1,000 dropped to you for free without having to do any trading first. So some things to think about. Then with BYDFi, you have your trading event going on here where you can not win, but you can get rewarded up to $10,000 based on trading volume, right? And there's lower rewards for lower volume. Depending on how much volume you do, you're going to get a reward. And it's ranging from $129 all the way up to 10 grand. But what's more is that I'm not logged into Discord on the desktop, but maybe you want to show us some of them. What's more is that you got...
well, I was going to do a cheers to BTCC. So cheers, BTCC. Oh. Thanks for being an exchange partner with us and got me a little bit of whiskey. So, hey.
Heck yeah. Nice. And then...
that doesn't feel good on the tooth.
And then... soon Daily, we're gonna be on the phones and getting this figured out. I don't know. I went to the fax place today, didn't get a fax back. It's all dependent on getting that EIN number from the IRS. It's really frustrating. We also have a whole merch store ready to go. Like it's completely built out and ready to go, but it's Printify is who we're going through, and they need our EIN number so that we can like do business and take sales, you know. Yeah, then the other thing about BYDFi is, you know, guys, if you're in our Discord, you can get in our Discord for free. Just DM us on X or email us at blockchainandbrew@gmail.com and fund your BYDFi account with at least $100, and you can get access to all of our VIP trading signals. So, yeah, you can take it away.
All right, guys. So we're looking at some of the signals in the swing trade. This is from yesterday. Well, that whiskey, I still feel it. This is from yesterday. There was a long setup for Ethereum coming on in with an entry price, which is really cool that they offer this to you from 29.65 to to 2,900. But take profit levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. The stop loss at 2050. That's just kind of cool that they actually give you an opportunity to see what they're looking at. These are aggregated from top ROI traders. Here's a Solana one. Here's a Polygon short. Polygon short with the area entry zone right here. What do we got going for us on the scalp sides though? We have an avalanche long. Wow, look at this long, guys. They're getting kind of bullish. Looking at inverted head and shoulder pattern avalanche. Trying to look at this one. This could be a good long to get into. Came in at 5:30 this morning. Entry price of 3.2 for avalanche. Stop loss 11.8 with a take profit of $18.06. Dang, dude, that's like a 30% move, Trent. That looking fire. We also have ETC Classic coming in with a long setup, not nearly as strong. Actually, I really don't like this trade setup, to be honest with you. If you want to try scalp it, that is something that you can try to use. They're seeing that there's rejections coming in right here. We broke above this zone, rejection. They think that there might be some left over to gain out of that. So there's an Ethereum Classic. There's a link short, possibly, with the rising wedge. It looks like breaking coming in here. They expect the rising wedges to break down. 68% of the time they're kind of targeting this zone for the short.
And that failure to you see
break
that lower high.
Yeah, right there, the little lower high. It failed to get above where it needed to get above, guys. So there is some great access to joining the Brew Crew. We offer great commodities. Here's Mr. Daily coming with the Roadhouse Brew Company, which is funny because we just watched Roadhouse. I think it was yesterday. Which is we watched the newer one with Jake Gyllenhaal. What's Plasma? Plasma Hazy IPA. What's Plasma? Is that the particular type of haze this is, Mr. Daily? Looking good,
I think
man.
that's the name of their beer.
Is this supposed to be like a head? Is that what this is? And this is like the torso of a neck, and this is plasma. It's supposed to be like the eyes.
I think so.
Is that what I'm looking at? Interesting. It makes me feel like I'm drinking a really good beer right now. That's what it makes me want. I did want to swing it back over to the charts, so that's what we're gonna go do. Guys, shout out to Daily for always showing us his positivity in the Discord and his amazing beers. Guys, we want to see what you drink, man. I'm just guessing. What's that Bloody Mary, Mr. Roberts? I want to see that Bloody Mary, what it looks like. I want to see that Canadian version of it. You got to throw that in there. One of the coins that we were talking about yesterday is called Screw. And I wanted to point out that I was kind of bearish on it. At first, I was looking at longer time frames. I'm like, okay, I can see the wedge, right? Kind of trading sideways, but I got the lower highs. Now we're below the 2150 and 200 on the 5-minute. We swing over to the 15-minute. I don't like this, man. I think I'm looking at this chart and how hard it broke up. You kind of got the bilateral triangle coming in, but I think there's a retest coming back down to like the 3-cent level. I could be wrong. Maybe it breaks up, but even on the 1 hour, this does not look good, man. This does not look good. Guys, do you want to see Trent put a massive short on Screw and we force the price down? Would that be great? Do you guys want a better entry on Screw? We can give that to you guys. I like Trent's little right there. We broke below the 21. I'm not super bullish, man. That the 21's good. Fair DZ, just question. Good on you. I like quantum too, Mr. Roberts. I worked in corporate finance for 7 years. Not really into minerals at the moment. Besides physical silver and gold, I like quantum computer stock. Oh yeah, everybody likes quantum. Quantum's like hot. It's like AI was like 5 years ago. What quantum do you like to buy? I was talking to my Kirk at the Korean barbecue place about quantum stocks. He owns like a string of restaurants. He's like, he's retired now. The restaurants that he runs is just like something he does for a hobby, and he's like, dude, I just never quit working. Work hard, play less. So
Yeah, man.
dude, look at Squid. It is on fire. Holy smokes. It's up 1,000% right now. What the hell is going on? I'm just kidding. I was just messing with you. Squid might have up bottom. They got 3 double green dots coming on in. VWAP is okay. This is an area of entry, you know. I mean, clearly it is a zone to pay attention to. Either we break up or break down, right? We never get stuck in one place for long. Money flow is slowly, ever so slowly coming on in. VWAP looks pretty good. I actually kind of like the VWAP. It's not really down. It's kind of just chilling right there. We have doji candles coming on in. This saying that this could mark a bottom on the 4 hour or 1 hour. The 4 hour also is kind of, we got the first double green dot. Was money flow is still pretty thick, but the last 3 candles we haven't broken any low, which is okay, I guess. VWAP just broke above. We're at almost 1.64. Stokes RSI strength at an all-time low. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, actually, that was a 3 hour. That's a 4 hour. We haven't quite got that yet. Interesting. The 4 hour doesn't look that bad though. We're definitely getting real close to get that green dot with negative 69.5 to negative 69.65. So it's so close. 12 hour. Yeah, I don't think I'm bullish yet on the 12 hour. You want my opinion? I think our area zone of entry is going to be right around here. I think that's where you want to look into setting take a position between this zone right here. Anywhere right here, that's where I'd be looking. So you could get an entry right here, but that's just looking to me like where you can actually lose money and get hurt. So I would expect, this range right here, which is kind of a broad range, right? So you got to pick and choose your battles. Watch this carefully. I also don't like the weak momentum we have coming in on the 12 hour. I also don't like the money flow still having that sharp downturn. And it just flipped red. It doesn't look overly fantastic to me. So we'll just keep an eye on the Squiddy. It's under the 2 MA. Well, yeah, but at some point it's going to come back up above it. Were you bullish above when Squid was above its 200 right here? Because that was not the best time to do it. It was a higher high though. I guess where I would have been flipped bearish is probably right here when it got rejected off the 200, didn't break back into it. It's not out of the woods yet. It could bounce back.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Screw though? You think Screw guys is coming back down? I mean, I don't really like this. We don't even have the 200. We might have the 200 on the 2 minute. We do. And on the 2 minute, Screw is below the 200. You drop 20K on THQ and need it to move. You know what? We should look at Hyper. We should convince DZ to sell all his Hyper. I mean, we shouldn't convince you to do anything. That's not financial advice, right?
How are we going to financially advise the financial advisor?
Yeah. Where the heck is Hyper at? Hyper. The 1 hour is not giving me enough data. 15 minutes not terrible. It does look like more money flows coming in. I don't like the view off. It just looks like sideways action. What's the longer time frame saying? A little longer. It's getting close to a trigger wave. I kind of like how it's gave ejection and closing back above with playing with this 21. I like how it's like nope, and maybe we're flipping some green. You also have a good chance of an anchor trigger wave coming on in with the view up also breaking above. We could be having a slight move coming in on this coin. 12 hours still looks promising. You like how I say that, Trent? Promising. Like I'm not convinced myself. No, I take it back. The only thing I like is the 4 hour. This is a quick scalp. That's all I would do.
If there's nothing too exciting going on in the charts, I'd like to cover Cardano Spotlight. I haven't done.
I hit the wrong button, Trent.
Just because we've been in such a bearish market, it's hard to be excited about covering, progress. But
any new on the ambassador side?
I haven't got an email yet, no. But come over here to Tap Tools, and I liked this post. They said we took some time after Christmas. That's how I feel too. Like, obviously, we've had to still be here on the show, or we don't have a business. We have to still be here on the show. And the only thing that's been exciting to me lately is the fact that you can short the market. Like, that's the only thing that's had me excited about crypto at all. So, just full transparency. And then the only reasons I've had to be excited about the show are, we get to shoot our shot here and build a business, and B, like, you guys are here, the brew crew, the community, like sitting down here in the evening and pouring a beer with you guys and hanging out is exciting, but in terms of like the ethos of crypto, it's been hard to be excited lately. But we're all going to get there. We're not going anywhere, and Cardano community is not going anywhere, guys. You need to know that it hasn't went anywhere since it's survived bear markets. 2018, 2022. It'll do it again if it has to, and the Cardano community is going to is going to show the world one day that we believed in Cardano the entire time.
Hey, XRP took 2 bear markets, Trent.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that exact thought today, and I was going to put that thought into a video. So,
also, Trent, you want some $1 million advice that may or may not actually be a thing, but so I think I mentioned it yesterday. You know what would be a good idea is when like quantum computing becomes like mass produced, like iPhones. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart the first quantum computing phone. And I'm going to buy stock in all the components that was inside of that phone.
Heck yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
So Tap Tools, they say, that's what I was going to say. Cardano community, like, we're going to prove that like ethos and conviction and belief mean something. And we're in a day and age in crypto where people think that that ethos and belief and conviction don't mean anything anymore, right? And just the shiniest thing means something, and crypto is just about pump and dump and number go up and memes and and it's just a big slosh fund. And sometimes, most days these days, it does all feel like a big slosh fund, but the Cardano community is going to prove to the world that conviction, belief, and ethos mean something. Okay, so check out this post from Tap Tools. It says, we took some time after Christmas, not burnout, perspective. For years, this ecosystem has moved forward because people kept showing up, building, shipping, staying when it wasn't easy. So we stepped back and asked a hard question. Is this still worth pushing for? We found the answer. We believe in Cardano. We believe in long-term, durable progress. We're here because we choose to be. And we're not done pushing this ecosystem forward. We're back. Heck yeah, guys. Like, that this just echoes the way I feel like. So there you go.
Cardano coming in on ICP.
Huh?
We should have a swing signal come in on ICP.
Dang.
All the bid fight signals. Guys, you want your area entry, go join the Discord.
You heard him. ADA has surpassed 118 million transactions on mainnet. Let's see. Congratulations to the Surge Cardano team on going live on Cardano mainnet. Heck yeah. I also, something I need to do, this had me busy earlier today. I was busy really proofreading an updated edition of my book and making sure everything is right. Cause I have someone that wants to buy a bunch of copies. So, I went ahead and got all that done so I could tell them, yeah, it's ready, go for it. Something I need to do and make a video about is I need to put my book on book.io on Cardano so that people can buy the book as an NFT and own the book on chain and be able to read it. and that'd be pretty cool. So,
Trent, did you see the highlighted comment?
Highlighted comment. Let's see here. And this is me trying LT8 as my dash. that was not me. That was obviously T-Square typing while I was talking. Anyways, guys, reminder, 11 hours ago, Coinbase will list midnight. One of the largest U.S. exchanges expands access and liquidity, puts night in front of a global audience. Now, I want to be very careful about how I say this, because
DZ says, "What is midnight?"
What? Midnight is DZ. Night is a Cardano native token. It's a 4th generation blockchain. We've done a bunch of content on Night throughout the history of our show, but like midnight is selective disclosure and privacy. Right, so they did the largest. It's built on top of Cardano. They did the largest airdrop in the history of crypto. This last year, I mean, the Glacier drop literally happened in Q4, a couple months ago.
No one sold it because no one knew they got it.
and they airdropped to over 30 million addresses across 8 different blockchains. And in order to redeem your Night tokens, you had to create a Cardano address if you were coming from another blockchain. So, Night is it is not a watered down privacy coin daily. It is a it's privacy coin on steroids, if anything. Here's the thing: it's selective disclosure, privacy, with full compliance. And so, enterprise meets blockchain. Google Cloud is a midnight validator, if that tells you anything. A solid pass to airdrop. Everyone who gets the airdrop going to sell. Well, actually, the airdrop, it happened in the most interesting way that I think of any crypto airdrop that's ever happened. The reason why is because there was a claim phase, a redemption phase, and a thawing phase. So when you redeem your Night tokens from the drop, like only 25% of your allocation, it has to thaw over time, and then once it's fully thawed, you only have 25% of your airdrop, and then the rest has to continue to thaw. So it prevents everyone selling at once. It's honestly no worse than token unlocks, if we're being honest. Like the sell pressure there is no worse than a scheduled token unlock. That's all it becomes, rather than a all at once airdrop dump event that it never recovers from. I promise midnight is going to be in the top 20 one day. Midnight is going to be in the top 20 one day, if not the top 10. Mark my words. Google Cloud is a midnight validator, and Bethany, I see what you're saying, Daily, but the actual tech and functionality of it didn't bend the knee to anybody, because it's selective disclosure. You only disclose what you want to disclose about your transaction, and if that's just proof of payment, then that's all it is. You're in control. So I don't know, but anyways, Coinbase will list Night, and I want to be very careful about how I say this, because you guys know we love BYDFi on the channel, but I did send off an email last year to operations, and I said, you guys should think about listing Midnight and Cardano native tokens. And they said, oh, well, not at this time, basically, was what they said. Well, over on BTCC, you can trade Midnight. So, this is why we diversify. This is why we work with multiple exchanges. Like, BitFi has its cool things too. MoonX, you can trade any Solana meme coin on chain. And you have an on-chain meme trading with a centralized experience. You can't get that with any other exchange. But over on BTCC, you can trade a bunch of tokenized stocks. And they listed midnight, which means the door is open for them to list Snack and other Cardano native tokens. So, big stuff in the works over there. Someone posted Ondo, and I just looked at something on Ondo a few minutes ago, and it was this right here. Hundreds of RWAs just went live on Solana. This was yesterday. IBM, Visa, Nike, Intel, AMD, Uber, Intuit, Tesla, Apple, Pfizer, Adobe, Netflix. I mean, this goes on and on. All these ETFs, Goldman Sachs, VanEck, American Express, United Health, Home Depot, McDonald's, guys, whatever you want. Like, NVIDIA, PayPal, Costco. There you go, T-Square. You can buy a bunch of Costco stock on chain. Do you have any Costco stock laying around from when you worked there?
No, not that I'm aware of. I think I sold it all.
Oh, yeah.
It's very highly evaluated right now.
Well, Daily, the Night had just become tradable, like at the top of the Zcash pump. So, like, I mean, it's just natural that it's going to it's going to come around and cycle through at its time. You know, when you're hearing about more and more enterprise working with it. Also, I mean, people are barely able to claim their thawing tokens yet. And sure, you can go on some of these exchanges like BTCC or some others, and you can trade midnight. But I mean, I
worked at Costco DZ 7 years.
People are
Doesn't pay very good.
People are in DCA mode right now, Daily, and they're looking for a lot of Cardano people are on the sidelines, like hoping to scoop up midnight at 3 cents. So by the way, Cardano launched at 2 cents, and if we get the opportunity to pick up midnight at like 2 or 3 cents,
you will buy it.
Like in over the course of the dump that we think is coming in crypto over the next 2 to 3 months, like, man, it's not just going to run against the market right now. I know Zcash did, but again, midnight really didn't become tradable until the top of the Zcash pump. So now you're asking for it to pump against the privacy narrative and against the market. It's just not its time right now. It's time to accumulate, in my opinion. Big stuff for Ondo though. Hundreds of RWAs just went live on Solana, and there you go. That's about all I got for tonight.
Well, that's pretty good, Trent. I know that a couple people asked me to pull fibs yesterday, Mr. Dingle, and I was like, dude, I don't pull a lot of fibs. I'm like, this is a Trent thing. I'll have to practice my fib pulling here pretty soon. I heard River is a big one too. My buddies make $31 an hour. Yeah, I gotta make way more than that, man. I got a wife and kids. You can't survive on that where we live. My rent's like, oh, we got a long set coming in on BitFi for Tau. I got 3 kids and a wife and a life, and $31 an hour. That buys you. It doesn't even cover a McDonald's from my family of 5. So yeah, I gotta make good money. I mean, some people that I work with doing garbage make about $220K a year in the same warehouse that I do. I don't want to work that much. I like to bring in like 130. That's like my sweet spot. Garbage pays, man. People don't want to smell it, but That's what they make nose plugs for.
Heck yeah.
Ondo
I
might
mean-
try pumping trend. I think Ondo could grow 4 cents. I could see it at 38 tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, at Blue Beacon Truck Wash, I mean, we had some dirty stuff come through the wash, but it's just all part of the job.
You get used to smell. You do get used to smell. There's also you don't get used to adult diapers. That's kind of gross. They still irritate me. But you can find cool shit. I mean, metaphorically, not like cool shit, but you find cool stuff that you find in the garbage. I mean, I got like 7 Dysons right now. I can start my own Dyson store. But yeah, guys, I mean, it was good, man. It was good. I worked with my dad too, and he found some cool stuff too over the years. He's been there for 32, 33 years. I got some stories. Don't you guys worry. I'll tell you all sorts of cool stuff that you can find, what you can find. I can tell you a couple of them stories. My dad saved 2 people's lives in one day, 2 different occasions. And yeah, that's some good stuff. Well, you ready, Trent?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's wrap it. Okay, thank you, Daily. Thank you, DZ, for showing up. Thank you, Mr. Roberts, for showing up. It's so nice to see you again. It's been a minute. Thank you, LT, for coming on in. Jolenberg, Ondo is moving. It is moving. Let's get Ondo pumping in here. Let's get it pumping and hot. Never financial advice here, but finding adult toys. Yes, Daily. Lots of adult content. D Not You, what's up, D Not You? I'm glad that you can make it in today. You're smashing that like, keeping us the love coming on in. We have Worried Chatham from the scammer over there on Twitch. Thank you for coming on in, trying to scam us of all of our money. We don't click links, so that's all good. Crypto Queen, Real Meta, thank you for coming on in today. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Let's keep pumping, get silver, keep going. Mr. Daniel Kaufman, we actually didn't cover Dash today, so I feel bad for you, but I guess we'll have to cover it twice tomorrow to make up for it. Calvin, how do you always sneak in here? And I always forget to give you a shout out, Calvin. So double shout out for Calvin, because he's just a sneaky guy, man. He just sneaks. Gets into our DMs and doesn't say anything over the top where he can just slide right in. Mr. Banana Republic says Bloody Marys are fire during brunch. What makes me want to try a Bloody Mary? Because I like lunch and food. It's just really good stuff. And Mike Volman, thank you for coming in, Mr. Mike. I hope we can catch you I hope we can catch you one of these days during the show. But guys, on that note, blockchain and brew. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Guys, be blessed. Later. Oh my gosh, Trent! You gotta put your hat back on. Oh my goodness, you almost showed the whole world your hat. Oh, thank you guys. Bye.